I'm going to share with you 3 things about the Holy Spirit that will help you with the mess in your lives, especially during your toughest times. Hey, troopers, it's Mr. J showing the love. Be sure to show me your support by subscribing to my channel. So how does the Holy Spirit help when life's a mess? Did you know when life's a mess, it's during these times when the Holy Spirit is a needed and trusted friend. The Holy Spirit actually helps us to grow spiritually. Spiritual growth often happens when life's a mess in the face of circumstances beyond our control. Number 1, the Holy Spirit stands by you. If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him because it neither sees him nor knows him, but you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. When we accept Christ, the Holy Spirit comes to dwell in us, and he remains with us. He is known as the advocate, or you can say the comforter, who basically pleads our case, gives us advice, and comforts us when life's a mess. Knowing that the Holy Spirit is always with us should change how we handle the adversary. Instead of worrying, getting angry, becoming impatient, or taking matters into our own hands. Number 2, the Holy Spirit assures you. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we have an obligation, but it's not to the flesh to live according to it. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live. For those who are led by the Spirit are the children of God. The Spirit you receive does not make you slaves so that you live in fear again. Rather, the Spirit you receive brought about your adoption to sonship. And by him we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children. Now, if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ, if indeed we share in his sufferings, in order that we may also share in his glory. Being part of a family is a huge blessing. And I get it. Sometimes you feel as though they're the opposite of a blessing, like a major pain in the... Don't you dare... Oops. What would your life be like without family? The Holy Spirit is to assure us that we are loved and a part of the family of God. We have an inheritance that is totally out of this world. Let's flash back to 1 Peter 1 and 4. It describes an inheritance that will never spoil, perish, or fade. This inheritance is kept in heaven for you. The question is, what will you do with your inheritance? Stay quiet and keep it to yourself? Excuse me, but I've been living a defeated, sinful life. Could you help me? I'm late for church service and I don't have the time, so could you crawl back into your little cave? That was totally uncalled for and certainly not Christ-like. Jesus himself, no matter where he went, always took the time to connect with the people around him. Take time with people. Share with them the source of your inheritance. Number 3, the Holy Spirit intercedes for you. The Holy Spirit helps us in our weakness. For an example, we don't always know what to pray for, but the Holy Spirit prays for us in groanings that cannot be expressed in words. And the Father, who knows all hearts, knows what the Spirit is saying. For the Spirit pleads for us in harmony with God's own will. The Holy Spirit is right there to help us in our weakness. There are times we are so overwhelmed or too hurt to even know how to pray. That which I cannot express. The Holy Spirit is right there to carry it to the Father on my behalf. Now, to display Christ-like character, take some time to slow down, connect, and feel the power of the Holy Spirit. See, absorption is most effective when you stay in a place of something you're trying to absorb long enough so that you could be fully saturated by the experience. Okay, now let's reflect for just a skosh. Number 1, he stands by you, meaning he's got your back during the toughest time. Number 2, he assures you. You can take comfort in knowing that he'll plead your case and give you advice because you're in a family now that is bigger than life's circumstances. And number 3, he intercedes for you. And with that, something to think about. While the Holy Spirit is interceding on your behalf, you can intercede for others by praying for them. Okay, my brothers and sisters, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Punch that notification bell so that you can receive alerts for my new episodes. And whatever you do, just keep showing the love. I'm Mr. J. Catch you on the next episode. I'm out of here. Peace.